opportunity to heal the heart, mind, soul, and body of our patients. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. I'm going to share a story with you guys briefly. I was recently standing in the grocery store, looking a tad disheveled after working, and I noticed a woman staring at me intently. I quickly did a survey to make sure I didn't have any ketchup stains or ranch stains on my scrubs for my kids, and then I met her eyes. She slowly approached me, and I was kind of in a panic. And she said, "I want to thank you for your kindness and compassion." And I just kind of looked at her. Admittedly, I couldn't remember her, but she told me that I took care of her husband as he was passing. As a hospice nurse, I see death on a daily basis, and it's just normal to me. But in that moment with that patient and her family, I made a difference. Each one of you will have those grocery store moments. Embrace them. You will have patients that profoundly impact you. Take these moments and remind yourself of why you chose nursing. I have found that these patients in these moments come at times when I most need them. I wish I could promise each of you that you will never question your decision to be a nurse. But undoubtedly and unfortunately, you probably will. But just know this: you are part of a community. You are part of a profession that at its heart is about supporting one another. And you are part of a legacy that is much bigger than any individual. The lives you touch, the care you provide, and the advocacy you bring will leave a lasting impact to the world. To our friends and family in the audience today, thank you for your support, your patience, your belief, and your understanding of missing numerous birthday parties and all the other family events. Your belief in these incredible individuals made this possible. Your encouragement has been invaluable to them, and your presence today is a testimony to the love and dedication you have shown throughout their journey. Finally, one last word to the graduates. This is your time. You worked so hard to get here. You've learned the tools of the trade, and now you're ready to make a difference. As faculty, you couldn't be more proud of the nurses you've become. The world needs you, your expertise, your compassion, and your resilience. Go forward with confidence, knowing that you're not just ready to practice nursing, but to lead, inspire, and transform healthcare. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future of nursing is in your hands, and I have no doubt that you will rise to the challenge ahead, one patient at a time.
Thank you, Rachel. Now, our Shepherd University Student Nurse Association President, Brandon Dew, would like to offer a few encouraging words to our new graduates.
Hi everyone. First of all, I'd like to give a special thank you to the School of Nursing staff, not only just for organizing this event, but also for offering their endless support throughout the last 2 years. And I'd also like to give them a special thank you for letting me come up here and say a few words. I'd also like to offer my congratulations to the December 2024 cohort. Like everyone has said before, it has been a long and arduous journey, but nonetheless, we made it. But goodness, if it wasn't touch and go for a second there. I think I speak for a lot of us on stage here today when I say I still remember the chaos that was semester 1 of nursing school. There was our first day, which was what felt like a 10.5-year long orientation, where we were barraged with a million different pieces of information, papers, this, that, and the other. And then we get done that and we're moving straight into school. There was our first week of level 1 funds labs. I remember it like it was yesterday. Week 1, we were just learning how to make beds. Something pretty simple. And then boom, week 2, we're throwing NG tubes in people, we're straight cathing people, we're doing this, that, and the other, and it's just like, what happened to making the beds? I mean, that worked for me. And then there's pharmacology, there was health assessment. I mean, that was a long semester. And then it's like we just blinked, and 2 years went by. Through all of that chaos, all the trials and tribulations, all the late nights cramming for exams, all of that brought us to here, right now, today. There's probably a million lessons one can garner going through nursing school, but this one stood out to me. I don't care what it is. If you can break down a task to be small enough, anyone can do it. Now, what do I mean by that? If you wanted to run a marathon, you're not just going to start by running a marathon, hopefully. Nor are you going to start with a half marathon. You're going to start much smaller. Maybe it's a morning jog. Maybe it's a couple miles a week. Maybe it's a mile on your first day. But then it starts to snowball. After a mile a day, it becomes a couple miles a day. Then it becomes X number of miles a week. Then you're running 5Ks. Then you're running 10Ks. And then a half marathon. And then lo and behold, you did it. You ran a marathon. But that's a hell of a journey. And you don't just do that overnight. And that's the humbling part. In this life, you're going to encounter things that you can't do overnight. You have to take it one step at a time. And when you do that, you got to close your eyes and you got to stop focusing on the bigger picture. You got to just look at what's in front of you and conquer that very moment. Maybe for some of us, it was one class at a time. Maybe it was one exam at a time. Maybe it was one day at a time. But if you can make your world small enough, if you can break down those tasks sufficiently, you can find a way to get it done. So next time you find a mountain in front of you, literally or figuratively, stop staring at the summit because it's gonna look far away. Instead, just take a second, look down at your feet, put one foot in front of the other, and get walking. Because all it takes is getting the ball rolling, and then you're off to the races. So I guess that's just a really convoluted way of saying the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Thank you to everyone on stage and in the crowd for walking with us. It's been an honor. So, God bless. Have a wonderful